Well, welcome back, ladies, legends, lit, cunts, and you. Whatever you are, whatever you think you are. Um, that's actually a good point. I kind of want to quickly touch on the perspective of yourself. How do you view yourself? How do I view myself? I'm going to get vulnerable for a second. How do I view myself? To be honest, I view myself as pretty capable. I like to believe that I'm useful and that I can be of use to people. I don't think I would say I'm confident. I can look confident, but I'm confident in myself and my abilities, but I guess when it comes to social situations, sometimes that confidence wanes, you know? Um, say I'm a kind person and a good person. And now I'm going to loop it back. The perception of yourself. What the hell do I mean by that? And what do I want you to do with that? Well, frankly put, my brother, my sister, my lovely legend. Oh, my lovely legend. What do I think? Why does the perception of myself matter? Well, the brain knows when you're telling lies, but the body doesn't. And perhaps you actually believe those mean things you're saying about yourself. And my man, you need to stop. To be that best version of yourself, you have to envision yourself there. What does that look like? Who is that? Are you kind? Maybe the best version of yourself is a villain, For whatever reason, maybe going down that criminal arc. I don't know. What I do know is that the way you look at yourself and the way you treat yourself greatly impacts your day. If you wake up and you just think, man, I'm a piece of shit. I suck. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't have this job. My family hates me. Whatever it may be. My friends hate me. You're just going to feel so shit. And you know that they're not true, right? And specifically in difficult situations, I find reinforcing yourself and who you are based on what your best version would do and be is very helpful. So, well, let's say you're in a very you're in emotional turmoil. Perhaps someone that you've really cared about has hurt you. And, the best version of yourself would not necessarily yell. They wouldn't get angry because they don't see as a reason to get angry. And they don't escalate the situation because of that. Now, obviously, if I believed that I'm an angry human, and I believe that everybody who wrongs me deserves to be, brutalized with my voice and my temper, maybe I would act in that way. But I don't. Now, where the hell am I going with all this? Essentially, what I'm trying to say to myself as well as you is that the way you perceive yourself is really important. Not only does it affect how other people see you, but it affects how you see yourself, like legitimately. Your brain knows when you're lying, but your body doesn't. It takes those hits, man. Like it does. If you just continuously tell yourself I'm a piece of shit, you're going to become that piece of shit. But if you flip it around and tell yourself, you are what you want to become, or you can become this, you're going to think like this. Those cartoons and those TV shows where it's like, man, what would X, Y, and Z do in this situation? That's how I want you to react and think, but with the best version of yourself. Perhaps it's at work. Okay, I'll give you a real world example of me. Stressful situation at work. I've been asked to do something I've never done before. I want to just, not give it a go. I don't want to fuck up. I don't want the people to laugh at me, I don't want to do bad. I don't want to be perceived as bad, like a bad worker. So, what do? Well, I use that sort of fear of failing to push me forward because I know that I am capable and I can do it. So this fear is nothing. This fear means nothing because I know that I will be able to accomplish the task if I put myself to it. And bam, I did do it. Now let's say I let that fear consume me. Let's say, yeah, okay, I can't do this. The fear's right. I would have been useless. I would probably have been chewed out because it was quite important what I was doing. People relied heavily on me there for that to work. Yeah. Essentially, you know what? Having a positive core self-image is having a strong and confident is like having a strong and confident version of yourself you can rely on when you feel stressed or challenged. Basically what I just said, but in way better words. It can help you make good choices that feel true to who you are and what you want, and remind you that you have the skills and strength to get through things. Yeah, so essentially, oh fuck. I'm still short of breath. I don't know if you've seen yesterday's video, but at the end I'm like, man, I'm short of breath. It's true. But how you perceive yourself matters, because I think it just significantly impacts your like self-esteem and your confidence, and your confidence in your ability to do things. I think it can also affect your decision making. Like, let's say, again, that I let the fear take over me. I let it, win over. Those fears that I couldn't do it. That decision making and my overall well-being for that day probably would have been diminished. It would have been diminished because I would have done the wrong thing. I would have chosen the wrong decision. But yeah, I guess just a positive self-image gives you the ability to navigate through the challenges with the resilience of that best version of yourself. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Let me read this one again. Having a positive core self-image is like having a strong and confident version of yourself you can rely on when you feel stressed or challenged. That is an awesome sentence, to be honest. That is from the Jed Foundation. Oh man, it really hurts to breathe. I think I should go get it looked at. And sort of talking out loud is hurting me, so I might leave it here. I think I have got my point across, that the perception that you have of yourself truly matters, and it has been shown to me through that sort of example. I mean, yeah, there's just countless examples that you can think of yourself where if you had thought of yourself as more capable, as that better version, or having that better version of you in the corner telling you can do it, has probably helped a lot. I know when I've been in some, romantic turmoil, that having myself in the corner backing me up for who I am is really helpful. But yeah, thanks for watching, lads. That is what are we up to? Day 46? Yeah, day 46 of 365. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.